What is up, people of YouTube? I'm your host Vernon. This is Boulder City Pond. Let's fish that. Alright guys, made my way back out here to the Veterans Memorial Park Pond. Now we had a couple of windy days here in Vegas, but I did manage to find a couple of hours where you can do some fishing. And after 3 years of fishing here in the Vegas Valley, I realized that I've done quite a few videos here at Boulder City Pond, but all of them seem to be for trout. I've never actually fished here trying to find any other fish, and this pond also gets the annual stocking of catfish, as well as some carp and stuff swimming around. So for that reason, I made my way out here. We're going to try and find some different fish for once and not target some trout. Now the big problem is I'm not finding any official channels telling me that this body of water has been stocked this year for channel cats already. Lots of hearsay from other people saying that that guy said it's been stocked. But no offense to that guy, but I'm looking for something a bit more official. Sadly, if you go to the Southern Nevada stocking calendar, there is no updates for channel catfish, only for trout. So I'm struggling to find out whether there are loads of catfish or just one or two still swimming around. But nonetheless, we're going to try and fish for those catfish today. Alright, so here in the state of Nevada, each licensed angler is allowed 2 rods. And that is what I'm going to be using out there today. This first white rod, that is my Carp setup. We got some corn and some night crawlers on there, out into the water. That's going to soak around. And on the second rod over there, we got the good old trusty hot dogs. These are just some hot dogs mixed with some Kool-Aid, just to give the hot dog some more sugary flavor. Got that out there. Hopefully some of the catfish will go for that. Now these are of course baits that I'm soaking out in the water. It's not an active fishing style. So while they are soaking and hopefully drawing in fish, I'm going to be relaxing, having a seat, waiting for something to happen. So if something happens, I'll bring you guys to the action. Alright, ladies and gents, I've now been chillaxing here for about an hour. No bites at all so far, but it is kind of expected. Both catfish and carp prefer to feed in low light conditions. That is why I'm hoping that as the sun gets lower, maybe these fish will start feeding. But I also have to say, I am the only person out here today fishing. Lots of people around, but I'm the only one doing some fishing. And I think that kind of shows that maybe these ponds weren't stocked. But it is still a lovely day out here, and don't mind spending a couple of hours next to the water hoping for some fish. While I've been sitting here, I've been wondering about the little hot dogs. I'm specifically talking to the guys that always try and catch some catfish. I want to hear from you guys. Does the type of hot dog you use make any difference? Is there a specific one you guys think works better? At the moment I'm using some of the ballpark franks, but I'm using the Angus beef style, and normally I use some pork style. So if any of you have had better luck on certain styles or types of hot dogs, please go down in the comments and tell me. Alright guys, got a little catfish on. This is on the hook, but this fish is snagged. He's not caught. He didn't bite down on my little lure. All I did was bring the little worm to his face, and eventually he kind of breathed in the little worm. I think something's wrong with this fish. He's not acting the way that catfish normally does, so I'm thinking he's on his way out. Maybe someone else caught him and gill hooked him or something. Quickly gonna get this fish out of the water to have a look at him. Never mind, the hook came loose and the fish is off. wasn't intending on using this rod to catch a fish, and the 2-pound line that I used just broke and that fish got off. So even though we did get a little fish in this video, it's not a true catch, doesn't count as a catch for today. Alright ladies and gents, I've now been fishing out here at Boulder for 5 hours. Yes, I still have some time left, but as soon as the sun sets, I don't have any of my lights around, so I'm not going to do any nighttime fishing out there, which is probably a bad idea because that's probably when the fish will start biting. But as far as the fishing out there, using hot dogs, using corn, using night crawlers, no bites at all. The only fish I could find was that one little channel cat up shallow. Now I need to explain, that fish wasn't caught in the correct way to count as a catch. All I did was dangle a piece of night crawler in front of his mouth. He wasn't having that at all, but when he inhaled, he kind of inhaled it, and that's when I set the hook. So technically that fish was snagged, not caught, but that was only one of 3 fish that I could see in the water. The other 2 were small little bluegill, but even on the night crawlers, not getting any bluegill. Now maybe it's just the time of year, or I'm just bad at fishing, or maybe they really need to stock this pond. So hopefully by the time you guys get to see this video, we would have stocked some fish and we can do some summertime fishing here at Boulder. Alright guys, but I'm not going to prolong this video, might be a little short one, but I want to thank you for watching and following me out here. If you're someone that regularly fishes here in the summer, do give me some hints and tips down below in the comments. Do give me a little thumbs up for snagging a catfish at least. And if you've not subscribed to the channel yet, consider doing so, hitting the big red subscribe button, joining my community. Alright guys, but that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.